Well, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a universal solar charger from WingHome. Now this is a trail camera solar charger, and this can run many different trail cameras, virtually all trail cameras out there. Now this isn't technically going to be a review or an unboxing video. I have did a pretty extensive review of this in the past. You can look for that link down in the description and go check that out. I go into a lot of details, but today there's an update from WingHome. It's virtually the same panel, but there are some differences, and that's what we're going to be digging into today. Now these universal solar chargers are very important. As you can see here, it helps reduce the use of batteries. In today's world, everything we can do to help save the environment around us is good. As an avid trail camera user, you can see it takes a ton of batteries. Anybody care to guess how many batteries is in this package, or the cost that this might represent? Well, I don't know the exact number in here. These are all used batteries from in the past. I have almost exclusively switched over to using solar panels now. Like I said, for as many trail cameras as I run, using green energy, being able to harness the sun's energy and run my trail cameras without buying batteries is a huge plus in my mind. Now I've used many different solar panels from different makes and models and from different companies in the past, and in my opinion this one is the best one I have used. Now I've used quite a few of these. In fact, I have a lot of them out into the field running the trail cameras, as I had mentioned, and I'm going to tell you what I think makes this one stand out above the rest. But first I want to get into why this one is a bit different than the one previously reviewed by me. And for that, let's get into the unboxing here really quick to show you what has changed. Still the same well-built panel as before. Has a digital readout here. Right now it came half charged. Now included with the panel is also a wall charger. If you so choose to use that instead of the solar charging. Also a very heavy-duty tree mount. I'm going to talk more about this in just a second. There's some hardware here for that. You get a tree strap included with it. But down here is what the upgrade is and what this video is about. There are some very long cables, and because this is a universal unit, it comes with various cables that's going to fit the majority of all trail cameras out here. Now this solar panel will run both 6-volt and 12-volt batteries, and that is one of the points that make this one stand out above most any other solar charger out there. This does run for both 6 and 12-volt trail cameras. A lot of the different panels I see out there run one or the other, or maybe some of them run a 12-volt or 9-volt, but in my experience, 9-volt is not a very common trail camera. In fact, I think every trail camera I own is either 6-volt or 12-volt external power, and this panel can run both the 6 and 12-volt. That makes it stand out above the rest. These three cables will allow you to hook to different size trail cameras. Some trail cameras have different size ports on them, whether they are 6-volt or 12-volt, and they include 3 different cables that, like I said, fit the majority of all trail cameras out there. The upgrade with this particular model is they went to a much longer cable. In fact, these are 5 meters or over 16 feet long. Previously on the panel that I have reviewed, the included cables were 1 meter long. Now, in my opinion, that was just a bit too short. I think down in the comments section of that video, there was some other people saying they wish there was longer cables. Well, here we go. WingHome has listened, and they gave 5 meters worth of cable. That allows you to mount your panel a lot higher or at some distance from the trail camera. No longer do you have to keep it within that 1 meter. You can stretch it out, get it up a lot higher, maybe get a better sun angle, or maybe move it to another tree or another building that's within 5 meters now of the camera. Now I did want to talk about this heavy duty mount because I believe this really does make this stand out above some of the other ones. Again, if you're comparing it to another panel, if you're searching for a panel and want to find what you think is going to be best for you, look what for mount it comes with. This is a very heavy duty tree mount or a wall mount. Many of the other solar chargers for trail cameras that I have used or experienced have very cheap and chintzy mounts. In fact, you can just crumble them with your hand. One good windstorm or an animal grabbing that solar panel, it's going to be pointed straight to the ground, or worse yet, getting ripped right off the tree. This is an extremely heavy-duty mount compared to any other solar chargers, and that makes this one stand out also, in my opinion. Lastly, this one has a display screen that gives you what your battery charge is. When you press it, it shows you, and then after some time, I think it's maybe 5-10 seconds, it shuts off. When you're charging this or when you're using it with the trail camera, there's no visible LED lights on. That's a problem with some of the other solar chargers that I've used in the past, or solar panels. They have LED lights that indicate whether it's receiving a charge or whether there's sunlight. Well, they're on all the time. That can be problematic if you're running on public land, or if you're trying to conceal your trail camera and your solar panel. Having that LED light always displaying either what the power is, or the on off, or whether it's receiving sunlight, that's a bit problematic. This one has no visible lights on it unless you click this button and display what the power is, but then that automatically shuts off. Now, this panel has a built-in lithium battery, and that can technically run your trail camera without any batteries in your trail camera at all. Now, if you read the instructions, I think they're going to recommend still having batteries in your trail camera, but I can attest I do run some of my trail cameras with no batteries at all, just simply running off of this internal battery and charging it with the sun. Now, if you have good sunlight, or maybe out along the field edge or in the open, I don't think you're going to have any trouble at all, or at least I don't. Maybe if you're in a wooded setting, you still want to run batteries in your camera. When this runs low or would run low, your batteries would kick in then. One thing I do want to note is this does not charge any batteries. You can't put rechargeable batteries in your trail camera and then expect this to charge them. This panel charges the internal lithium battery inside of here, which in turn can run your trail camera. Most trail cameras can switch back and forth from external power to internal power. So if you do have batteries inside your trail camera, I think it will default to using the external port if hooked up. But if this runs low, then it would switch over to the internal batteries. So as you can see, this is a very well-built panel that I enjoy using. It saves me a lot of money running as many trail cameras as I do, getting to harness the sun and keeping these out of the landfill. So if anybody wants to buy some used batteries, look me up. I definitely have hundreds of them here for sale. All kidding aside, I want to thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down in the comments section. I love hearing from you. I'm going to be putting a link to this particular solar panel with the larger cables. You still can get the original panel that has the shorter cables. You can save a few dollars by buying that one. I think this one might be maybe $8 or $10 more with the longer cables, but I find them very beneficial. Both links to the short cables and the long cables will be down in the description. Feel free to check them out. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.